What is up, guys? Welcome back. In today's video we have a very good team. It's a 5-0 team submitted by one of my patrons, so big shout out to Poppy071. Gonna show you a Toxicroak lead, and the cool thing about this set is he runs into, I would say he runs into 4 fairy leads, so it's one of those matchups where it could go either way. But I really like the way he played it, and you're going to see exactly how he did it in this set. Before we start, let's just get the pronunciations out of the way. We have the Dark Steel type Pawniard and its evolution Bishop. So someone was asking in the comments yesterday, and it did pique my attention or my interest because I don't have that Pokemon. I wish I had hatched a Pawniard during that event, but looking up online, the book has it as Pawniard, but like yard, but it's yard. Like in the show, it's pronounced Pawniard. So I kind of like that pronunciation better. So we're gonna go with that one. That's what the TV show has it as. So yeah, there you go. And so yeah, the moveset for this team: Toxicroak, standard moveset; Crustle, standard moveset; and Qwilfish, standard moveset. Oh, back to the pronunciations. Yesterday I pronounced Shedinja wrong. I said Shedinja. I put an extra N in there, so it's Shedinja. But anyways, I feel like I should be pronouncing them right since I am making videos about them. So let's get into the battles, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so the first lead is a Zweilous. Now, a Zweilous is a dark type, so it's going to be weak to that fighting counters, and you're going to see there, technically, you could just counter down and not throw any charge moves, but by throwing a charge move, he was successful in getting that shield. So very good play there by Tim. And so he goes for the shield, he gets the shield, and is going to farm down with the counters. And then a Galvantula is going to come in, and from here, Toxicroak can just throw a Mud Bomb before it faints. So very straightforward. Had a good lead there and played it very well. Got rid of both shields, so the Galvantula did shield that Mud Bomb. And then it's going to be pretty straightforward from here. So the Crustle is going to come in and just throw a bunch of rock throws at it, or smackdowns rather, and it's going to be doing super effective damage, like really heavy damage. Galvantula is not that much of a tanky Pokemon to begin with, so that one goes down very quickly. And then Tentacruel comes in. Now this could be a problem, shields down, because Hydro Pump will one-hit KO the Crustle, but Crustle does get the Rock Slide off and then decides to switch right away. And this is a good move because it forces the opponent to throw energy, whereas if the Crustle stayed in, it could have knocked it out with the Hydro Pump or just kept farming it. So by switching out, it was a good move because then the opponent had to throw the energy. And then the Qwilfish is just going to farm it down and throw Aqua Tails and knock it out for the win. So very good first game, and let's get right into the second game. All right, so Toxicroak versus an Azumarill. And so Azumarill is a fairy type, obviously, which is super effective against Toxicroak, but Toxicroak has the Sludge Bomb for coverage, and so you can play this a number of different ways. You could go like bait, sludge, you can go 2 Sludge Bombs right away. And so he decides to go for the Sludge Bomb, and it does get shielded, so unsuccessful there in that attempt. Gonna shield the Ice Beam, and then gonna go for the Shield Bait on the second attempt. So let's see if the Azu goes for it, falls for it this time. And they do fall for it, so he gets the second shield. Now this puts him in a great scenario, great situation. Can go ahead and safely shield this second Ice Beam and then just go straight for the Sludge Bomb. And this will, do super effective damage and will knock out the Azumarill. So one of the good like pros about leading with the Toxicroak is it, handles the most popular Pokemon in the Halloween Cup, Azumarill. And so it's a very good lead for one of those. Like, that's one of the best reasons for leading with Toxicroak. So it's gonna go down here from the Volt switches. From Galvantula, Crustle comes in. They switch out into Alolan Marowak. Now, because of the energy advantage, oh, hey, there's my Discord there for my patrons. Shadow Sharpedo Fan Club. Shout out to the Discord. But anyways, he had the advantage and energy, so throwing the Rock Slide does super effective damage on the Marowak, so he's able to knock it out and then just finish off the Galvantula with smackdowns. So Crustle is very good with an energy lead. It hits really hard against a lot of Pokemon. So Crustle, I'm actually happy to report I finally finished maxing mine out. So it took me a while because I'm always low on Stardust, but Yeah, anyways. Okay, gonna run into a Wigglytuff lead. Now, this is not a great lead, but what he does there is he charges up to, I believe, a Mud Bomb, and then switches out, comes in with the Quillfish, and then is just gonna go straight Aqua Tail. Now, that gets the first shield, so that's very important to note. So now he's up 2-1, and then they switch out into their Azumarill, so this was a very good switch on the opponent's part. I know sometimes I say sack swap and I don't use it correctly. I kind of just out of habit just say that whenever someone switches in at the right time to catch a charge move. But yeah, technically sacking is when, like, you know, you're throwing in a Pokemon to take the hit and usually faint and then come back in with your other Pokemon. But yeah, a lot of people use that just to mean like a perfectly timed switch to, you know, take that damage. So I guess, you know, I don't really care how you use it, but I know what you're talking about when you do say it. But anyways, so the Azumarill is going to throw and play rough, and now Tim's going to shield here and just going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb because shields are down, so this will knock out the Azumarill. And then, yeah, so now the Wigglytuff's going to come in and, ooh, just barely gets the charge move off. So Tim's going to let this one go down and then just going to farm it up with the Crustle, and then the opponent realizes they're not going to win with that shield deficit. And so they concede the match, and he goes 3-0. Going into the 4th game, another Wigglytuff lead. So this is not great. So we're going to see if he does the same thing, charges up to the Mud Bomb and then switches. But here it looks like he charges up to a Sludge Bomb before switching. And so I think that was a better play just because having that move, you can come back with it later and hopefully surprise him. But the opponent has another Charmer user, so this is going to be another Charm user, so it's going to be quite difficult to deal with if you know, Tim's not careful. But he gets the first shield with the Aqua Tail and gonna throw the Sludge Wave, but it gets shielded, so he's unsuccessful there. But now he's at a 2-0 shield advantage, so this is going to be pretty nice for him. Can come in, I believe he comes in with Crustle because he knows that the Clefable had energy and didn't want to, you know, like have to burn a shield on that Toxicroak, but he ends up shielding that one anyways. Oh, because he probably was expecting a Meteor Mash. So that was a good shield either way. You have to shield regardless because Clefable can hit both those Pokemon for super effective damage. Goes for the X Scissor trying to KO, but is just short of it. But that's fine because he can just farm up from here. And yeah, so the Smackdown knocks it out. Clefable comes back in with no health, so it gets knocked out. And then a Mandibuzz comes in. This is perfect for the Crustle. Can throw a Rock Slide, but this is where he makes a really good play. Watch this. So the Mandibuzz is trying to farm, but what he does is right before the Mandibuzz has to do that last Air Slash to fully farm it down, he switches into Toxicroak with the energy and throws the Sludge Bomb, catching the opponent off guard. So that was a very, very good play because I'm not sure who wins who wins CMP. Probably Toxicroak anyways, but still in a lot of scenarios, if you don't have that charge move ready, you don't want the opponent to farm up all that energy and then knock you out the charge move. So he switches in like preemptively and then knocks him out. All right, going into the last game, check out the lead. Once again, it's a Wigglytuff. So gonna execute the same game plan here. Gonna charge up to the Sludge Bomb. But then the opponent switches first. So that was a very, very weird move by the opponent into a very spicy Pokemon, Shadow Venomoth. Now, obviously the Confusions do huge damage against the Toxicroak, but it leaves you vulnerable to like a Rock Throw. And I think Tim actually got caught off guard. He should have probably switched into the Crustle because he loses switch advantage here. So you see that. I think had he been, had he been more prepared, but like you can't be prepared for that. That's a crazy switch in to come in with. Very, very spicy. I could definitely see, getting mixed up there and switching into the wrong Pokemon. But comes in with the Crustle and actually farms up quite a bit, so that's pretty good. And gonna go for the Shield Bait here. Trying to go for the Rock Slide, gets the shield, so is successful with the Shield Bait. Really quickly switches back in with the Toxicroak. This is one of the good reasons why you should charge up to a charge move before swapping out. It gives you that really good element of surprise. And then gonna only be able to get to a Mud Bomb here, but this is actually super effective, so this is perfect. Gets it off with no shields. The opponent has no shields, so takes a big chunk of health, and then has a shield, so can comfortably shield this one, and then go for pretty much either move should be good here, but I think he's going to go for the Rock Slide just to make sure. I think X Scissor would have KO'd, but and then, you know, maybe the subsequent SmackDown, but just to make sure, throws a Rock Slide, closes the set with a 5-0 run. Very, very good play there, an awesome set. Congratulations on the 5-0 set, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Big shout out to my patrons and for all the support, and all you guys for watching the videos. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys learned something from this set with the Toxicroak lead. And if you have any questions, please post in the comment section below, and we will see you guys in the next one.